Thanks for being here on the 10th day into the month of June. Glad to have you with us. Glad to see a little bit of a change in the weather. We've seen several changes in the weather today. Get used to it. We're still going to be into this pattern for the next day or two, day and a half or so. We'll see. I'll have the latest update for you in just a few moments. But yeah, sun and clouds, some showers and the like, and a bit of a back and forth. But we're still looking at a little bit of a cool down and some dry, sunny conditions starting the first of next week, and the weekend still looking pretty decent. Only a few light shower chances. A lot of headlines to get to in just a few moments. A couple of announcements before we go any further. Another road closure to let some of our viewing audience know about. Those who might be traveling or living in Morgan County and drive on Kentucky 946. You're going to have to find an alternate route next Tuesday. They're going to close it at mile point 3.5. They're replacing a drainage pipe that's just east of Hall Road between 460 and Kentucky 1010. Most everyone familiar with Kentucky 1010 and 460 and 946. Work, certainly those who travel it every day, work's going to start at around 8 o'clock that morning next Tuesday. They hope to have it done by after lunch and in the afternoon, but just to let you know, no marked detour will be posted. Drivers can use 460 or 1010 as an alternate route. Did a quick check-in today to see how the project was coming over on Mine Fork, just about a half a mile from Route 40. They're still hopeful to have it done tomorrow, but it's not a sure thing. The weather obviously not helping at times. So we'll get you an update tomorrow and see if they're going to be able to finish it tomorrow, or if they might have to wait until the first of next week. But they're still working to fix a rather bad break, as anyone who has traveled it for some time is very well aware of. So still working on it and still trying to get it done as quickly as possible. Have an update from our highway department on tomorrow's program. Just a reminder that tomorrow the Magoffin County, all Magoffin County government facilities and services will be closed by order of the Judge Executive in honor of Magoffin County employee Woodrow Howard Jr.'s funeral services, so that his fellow co-workers will be able to attend his services, and they ask that you please remember he and his family in your prayers. That's tomorrow in his honor, services to be held here locally. I'll remind you about those in our obituaries in just a few moments. I want to remind you one more time about a plea from your PVA, Becky Allen. Her office is asking everyone to be sure and go in and however you need to do so, but to update your address if you have a new 911 address, because the tax bills, well, will be going out at some point. Hopefully as long as they'll keep them as long as possible. It's a process. It has to happen. But they will be returned and possibly even be delinquent for that matter as well. Could cause a lot of issues. The old addresses are not being accepted by the Postal Service any longer. So anything like that that you need to update, you need to do so as soon as possible or while you're thinking about it. I got a message a while ago, and it was actually just shortly before 4 o'clock, and by the time I saw it, I thought, hey, that's a good little interview. I'll run across the street and take care of that. Well, she, of course, had just left the office. Then I thought, well, I'll go ahead and film a little video, and then it came a downpour, so I'm just going to tell you, and then maybe we'll talk to her a little bit later. But I am so glad to announce to you that the Magoffin County Senior Citizens Center, I feel like it should be some big moment, is going to be open. It's going to open starting this Monday. Now, those who have your own transportation, please come and see them. They're dying to see everyone and get everyone back together. However, right now they can't provide any transportation. I mean, it's not directly related to COVID, but indirectly. The center, as well as Sandy Valley Transportation, like every other business entity in this country, are short-staffed, and they simply just don't have the manpower at this time. So hopefully that too will start to come around before too long, and I'm hoping for that here as well. But nevertheless, the Senior Citizen Center opening Monday for those who can get there, if you get a ride or what have you. And we'll venture over. They statewide, as I've covered on a couple of different occasions, COVID came, shut down all of our 195 senior citizen centers across the state of Kentucky. But essentially, the Meals on Wheels programs doubled. They went from 2 million to 4 million a year, I believe it was, throughout COVID. So they were working twice as hard with no one there to really do that work, or not as many people, certainly. So that is just astounding in and of itself. We are so glad to see that they are going to be back open and back in the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center, which has been seeing a lot of work done. It has seen some major renovations, and now it's going to start to see some use finally. Glad for it. I just got off the phone a few moments ago with a family member of the Floyd County woman who's still missing. It's been over a week now. I interviewed her here in the program days ago. They were hopeful that something would turn up soon thereafter. It hasn't, but it's not been for not looking. I'll have a couple of updates on that and some other headlines, including an arrest at the behest of the Sheriff's Department last evening that I'll elaborate on in more detail in just a moment. Come and see the newest arrivals at McGoffin County's oldest gun and ammo dealer, like the hot new Ruger 5.7, their most cutting-edge platform yet that fires an awesome 5.7 by 28 millimeter round. And knives, they've got them. The gentleman's knife with real rosewood handles, $14.99 after a mail-in rebate, and a huge selection of case knives, hammerheads, Barlows, Stockman's toothpicks, bone stag handled, special knives for dads, grandpas, and our masons, great for Father's Day, and everything you need for your six-string, picks, strings, saddles, tuners, amps, cords, and more at Frazier's Prater Drugs Radio Shack.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
It's time to play the Lee's Famous Recipe Daily Lunch Special Game, where behind curtain number 1 we have our super tasty country fried steak sandwich, and behind curtain number 2 our famous chicken sandwich with lettuce, pickle, and mayo, and you can get either one of those on a bun or a biscuit. But wait, behind curtain number 3 our extra famous footlong with homemade chili, and all 3 come served with our famous hand-dipped potato wedges and a drink. Monday through Friday for lunch from 11 to 2 for just $5 plus tax. You're a winner either way you go at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Just click on ConleyTire.net and you can shop for tires, find out more about services, brands, wheels, rims, their free coffee, free Wi-Fi, and free local shuttle service, and of course the latest and greatest current offers and specials, like how right now you can get up to $150 back on a set of Goodyears. That's ConleyTire.net, or you can always stop by in Staffordsville or give them a call at 297-2424.
Summer is here, and the deal on the iPhone 12 mini just got even hotter at Appalachian Wireless. The iPhone 12 mini comes with massive features and is the perfect pocket size. Best of all, Appalachian Wireless is offering the iPhone 12 mini for just $1 with a 2-year contract. Good things do come in small packages, and it's the iPhone 12 mini on the region's best network. But don't wait. This deal won't last long. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works. 349-9999. Jennifer Klein was nice enough to take my call just a few moments ago, and in the coming days, I'll be venturing back over to again talk to her in person, as I had her here in the studio via the internet days ago. But essentially, they're not giving up hope, but the days are starting to add up. Fortunately as well, so are search efforts.
To let us know, you can remain anonymous. Just any tip or no matter how small or that you think it may be, it could be the leading piece that could help us find her.
As she told us, Candy Green Gonzalez was last seen a week ago Tuesday. It's been going on 10 days now since she was last seen. It was that morning in the Abbott Creek area that she was seen outside her residence at around 10:30 in a pink one-piece romper. Her shoes were found the following day, or that afternoon, actually, I believe, the same day. And her phone, her purse, all of her personal effects also left behind and found, but she has not been seen or heard from since. There was some security surveillance video from one of the neighbors, which showed her in the area running into the hill. And that's it. She has essentially vanished since then. They have been conducting various searches, organized and volunteer. Today, more helicopters did fly over the scene and were, at the moment I was talking to her a few moments ago, bloodhounds arrived yesterday, I believe, by a private entity, private investigative entity of the sort. And the Floyd County Rescue Squad was conducting another search in the hills this afternoon as well. They've been organizing searches. They have used manpower, dogs, as I said, helicopters, and anything accessible to them to try to find Candy. So far, they've had no new leads in the case. Authorities, I am told, unofficially have questioned a few individuals who are believed to have been the last to have seen or had contact with her. But as for the family, they only know that she was last officially seen Tuesday morning at around 10:30, barefooted and walking away from her residence. If you have any questions, you can call the family. The number that you just saw there on your screen. Kentucky State Police Post 9 has a missing persons case, which is still, of course, very active. Even if you would like to relay that information to us, we will as well pass that along. McGoffin County Sheriff's Department and Officer Terry Tussey, who is now with the Sheriff's Department here in McGoffin County. I'm very familiar with Mr. Tussey. He was a longtime employee of the Johnson County Sheriff's Department for a number of years ago, and glad to see that he is here. Look forward to getting to talk to him sometime later on down the road. This time, however, I will stick strictly to the arrest citation done with his name attached to, where on yesterday, sometime around this time in the evening yesterday, 911 received a call from an individual with a complaint that a McGoffin County man was having sex with her pet at that time. It happened at a residence, says the officer, on Southeast Licking River Road in Royalton. He says, quote, "When I arrived on the scene and spoke with the caller, she said that this man, Willie Wireman, 35, of Royalton, was behind the trailer next door, naked, having sex with the dog. And that when the officer walked behind the trailer, that's exactly what he saw." There was some more description than that in the citation, which I will leave out. There was also a conversation had between Wireman and the officer, according to Deputy Tussey, that indicated, and again I will summarize, that Wireman intended fully to have sex with that dog as often as he could for essentially the rest of he or its life. Wireman was charged with sexual crimes against animals. The 35-year-old was taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center, where he is still lodged at this hour. I have more headlines to come, but right now let's go into tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar, and I am so glad to say I've got a couple of special announcements that will kick it off. And I think that it should be safe to say that there should be some cake or a party, or there should be something going on at the Sluss residence, because first of all, let's start with a happy 15th wedding anniversary to Carla and Tim. That's 15 years to Carla and Tim Sluss. Happy anniversary. And I've got birthday wishes. A big one. I always remember my 8th birthday, perhaps more than a lot of others at that age. I don't know why. It might have been the cool presents I got. I don't know. Maybe not. Happy 8th birthday nonetheless to Conley Sluss from Mom, Dad, Nana, Poppy, Emily, Katie, and Braden. Happy big 8th birthday, Conley. Happy birthday to you. Going on to some other announcements. Let's see, where do we begin from here? The Sagersville High School class of 1971, well, that year of the Hornet, is returning to the nest. Their 50th year anniversary is going to be held their 50th year reunion is going to be held this Saturday at the Half Mountain Park. This is going to be a morning and afternoon and evening, hopefully of fun. They're going to start registration at 10:30. It will last for an hour. The planning committee says, quote, "Be there or be square" this Saturday, June the 12th, at the Half Mountain Battlefield Park near South McGoffin Elementary. Just got this in. It's sponsored. Treasure Island Vacation Bible School, sponsored by the Anderson Christian Church in Lawrenceburg, hosted by the Sagersville Christian Church, And it's going to be next week, Monday through Thursday, 5 till 8 at the Sagersville City Park. On Monday through Wednesday, they're going to work with children in a short Bible lesson, crafts, games, and a snack. Thursday, free to everyone of all ages, a barbecue and clothing distribution, a thankful celebration at the Sagersville Fire Department. In case of rain, the events will be moved to the Sagersville Fire Department from the prior 3 days as well. Sponsors are buying all the products for the Vacation Bible School, and if someone needs a ride, call them, 477-8775, 349-1399, also a number you can call. And remember, you can win not one but 2 cars by donating blood and saving lives this summer. The Kentucky Blood Center is having a blood drive here in Magoffin County where you can do just that. Next Wednesday, 1 till 5 at the Sagersville First Baptist Church. You donate then up and through July the 4th. You're registered to win 1 new Toyota, and then starting right thereafter, you can donate again up until, I think it is September the 11th, and be registered to win a 2nd new Toyota. You can donate blood every 56 days. They've got it timed out perfectly where you can donate twice and maybe win 2 cars. It could happen. It could also be that you would let everyone know what's going on by posting your announcement here in our community calendar. It's free. This is how you get it to me. Birthdays and anniversaries, of course, are included. From there, one reminder as we turn to obituaries, brought to you by the Magoffin County Funeral Home Nightly. Services, remember, as I referred to earlier, are going to be held tomorrow starting at noon for 79-year-old Woodrow Howard Jr. of Sagersville, who passed away Sunday. He's survived by his wife Sue Ellen, daughters Vicki Howard and Jacqueline Orm, brothers Nathan, Larry, Linville, and Gregory Howard, and sisters Monteza Likens, Margarita Arnett, Linda Flint, and 3 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. Services start at noon tomorrow from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. In recognition and honor of all of your achievements, especially your extraordinary senior year, Sagersville National Bank wants to salute the class of 2021 and assure you that wherever your next horizon leads you, we're here to help you save for your dreams with student, business, personal checking, and more. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021 from Sagersville National Bank. Welcome to East Kentucky's premier vape and CBD shop, offering all natural tobacco alternatives and everything vape and smoke shop related. Everything you're looking for and everything you're not. Best quality, best prices, best service.
Come to Appalachian Smoke Shop for all your tobacco alternatives and accessories, as well as products like CBD, kratom, and legal THC that people are telling us they're using to treat pain, anxiety, depression, difficulty sleeping, and lack of energy, as well as just for overall wellness. Make it your one stop, Appalachian Smoke Shop.
There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. Speedy's is always the best deal in Sagersville. Right now, save a whopping $11 on every carton of Marlboros, $4 on every roll of Red Seal and Copenhagen, and go green with the green bottle. We've got L81 in the returnables, $5.99 a 6-pack. Milk is still any 2 gallons for $6, and 2 15-packs of Coke or Pepsi products are just $8.88. Get in, get fed, and filled up at Speedy's in Sagersville. It's finally here. It's T-shirt season. And if you've been looking for the coolest designs by Pink Armadillo, Lucky Bird, and Simply Southern, look no more, because the T to tell the world what mood you're in or where you want to be is at the seasonal shop. And all the hoodies and caps and accessories to go with it. And for, I don't know, Father's Day, get Dad something from Ridge and Holler. And for anyone and everyone, something from Brewmate to chill whatever it is you're drinking. Happy summertime from the seasonal shop in downtown Sagersville. Now, a few moments ago, you heard on the announcements in the calendar that the class of 71 is having their 50th year reunion this Saturday, and that's just so great. They're going to be able to get together and celebrate their 50 years. I want to take you back a little bit farther back, however, than the class of 1971. And I'm throwing out some questions. I'm actually asking a whole lot of questions, more than I have answers for, to a couple of really cool photographs that this is the first time for me seeing. To be honest, between the Sagersville Independent, and that's, prior to my ownership as well, and Your News Today, and then, of course, you got social media, and a lot of our local historians like Adam Mans, and, of course, you got our beloved friend Jimmy Allen. We've seen, and not all, but I would venture to say the majority of old photographs. They've been circulated around, and a lot of them we've seen, and maybe you've seen these numerous times. I know that there are a lot of the really good ones that stand out and are vivid and clear and show some really good landscape or something that's no longer there or was in a different form that we've seen before. We see a lot of these. I have never seen, and these are just awesome to me. This covers so many different generations, and I can't really tell you where they've come from. Somebody brought my attention to Kentucky Coal Towns. It's a social media page. I tried to message them to find out who they are, what they are. I just know that it's been around for a couple of years. But on there, they had posted two photographs, these two, from Sagersville in the 1950s. Clearly, and not by my own assertion, but there's a 1955 Olds in there, which also validates that it was in the 50s, and some other vehicles that you can see in the background. But wow, I just thought these were amazing. You're talking about the Sagersville, the McGoffin Institute there here at this location. This, of course, the old Sagersville Grade School in my time, the Sagersville High School before that, the McGoffin Institute, all there on Route 7 next to Belsey's, where you can see his records and vehicles and the like. And then it's just an amazing photograph, and I would love to hear who some of these folks are, hear more about these pictures. I'm assuming this is after class for the day, and students are getting ready to be bussed home. That's about as far as I can go. If you want to share with me, I would love to hear anything that you can add to these pictures. But this location, like I just referred to, it comes home to a lot of generations, all the way up through. Of course, now it's the Board of Education, but as far as school, it's last at Sagersville Grade School, and there was a lot of us that attended there for many, many years. The high school before, and the McGoffin Institute. Like I said, a lot of folks can recall exactly how this site looked the day that they were there, and these pictures show it at a much different time. If you can help with this, send me some information. Another day without a confirmed case of COVID here in McGoffin County. Glad to report. That means we've had 1 in 10 days now. I'll wrap up the week on tomorrow's program. But I came across some studies today. And when you come across studies that are done by the likes of Stanford University School of Medicine, Cornell Medical School as well, you need to at least, in my opinion, give them some serious consideration or credit. These studies, they say, add something else to the possibility of long-term effects possible from COVID-19. It's pretty startling news, they say, because they say that there are studies that have been done that have found that COVID might actually cause diabetes, even pneumonia, and other health problems. The majority of people we've known, as other studies have confirmed, will recover completely from COVID without any long-term effects or issues. However, doctors have noticed a significant number of some patients that go on to develop a lot of serious issues, heart and other related, but developing diabetes. There's research out there today that supports the theory, not just a theory, but they say the fact that the virus can infect and destroy certain cells that are crucial for keeping diabetes from developing in your body. Scientists are now, they say, trying to figure out how to keep this from happening in COVID-19 patients. Diabetes, it's a household term, especially in our part of the country. About 15% of the people in the nation, of the deaths in the United States in 2017 were attributed to diabetes. Also in the same year, that data indicates that about 34.5 million people had diabetes, which is almost 11% of the population. There's also other sets of data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention that says about 1.5 million Americans are diagnosed every year with diabetes. And of those 34.5 million who were known to have had it in 2017, 1.6 million had the most dangerous and often deadly type 1 diabetes, which is an immune disease that literally attracts beta cells, pancreatic beta cells, and stops insulin production in a person's body. New research from the two schools that I just mentioned illustrates, they say, the virus's ability to infect those pancreatic beta cells, decrease insulin production, and then actually cause type 1 diabetes in someone who otherwise would not have had it. They do say that there is a little good news, that there might be some actual drugs already out there that exist that could reverse that and actually turn it around, but they say that the virus as well could damage the pancreas and cause diabetes. That as well cannot be remedied by medicine. We will continue to learn about COVID and its after effects in so many ways for so many years to come, I am afraid. With that said, we're learning of some pretty much the same as it was last night. Here's your updated forecast, which still has some showers and clouds and sun all therein. With Sagersville pretty much center screen, that's showing the last shower and maybe even a little bit of thunderstorm for some folks in North Magoffin to roll over Magoffin County and headed into Johnson County. Johnson County got in on a pretty good one a little while ago, and we're going to continue to see the chance thereof over the course of the evening. They're pretty small in nature, some of them packing a bit of a punch, but just off and on, and tonight we'll see mostly cloudy skies and a low of 68 degrees with that 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms hanging on till about midnight. And tomorrow, pretty much ditto. I mean, we did have almost the same forecast for today and tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms will continue to be likely tomorrow, especially after 3 o'clock in the p.m. A little patchy fog in the morning, and we'll top out right around 79 for your tomorrow, so a little bit cooler. It's been kind of humid and sticky during or between the storms, I should say, and showers. And then for tomorrow night, after we see maybe a quarter to a half inch of rain during the day tomorrow night, maybe another 3/4 to an inch of rain. First a half inch tomorrow day, then 3/4 to an inch tomorrow night. So we could add up to an inch or a little more total rainfall across the course of your Friday, so it's going to be a wet one. Not much we can do about it. I can give you some words of encouragement, however, by saying we will see the sun at least partly return on your weekend. So tomorrow's the last real wet one that we've got for the whole forecast, mind you. Check this out. There's Saturday, 84, partly sunny, and only about a 30% chance of some showers and storms, pretty much across the board, Saturday and Saturday night. Same for Sunday, low 80s, mostly sunny skies, and still a 30% chance of showers and storms. We can deal with that. We've been dealing with that for a long time. In the last few days, however, it's been much more intense. So be glad to go back to some partly mostly sunny skies and a few shower chances. Glad to go on into the next week forecast because check that out. A dry spell, sunny spell, 85 sunny Monday, 80 and mostly sunny on Tuesday. And look at the next front. Some bit of a cold front, I think, it's going to come through, but it's not going to make any rain. We're going to be sunny, but down into the 70s Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Yeah, not very summer-like, but we've still got time to catch up. 77 sunny Wednesday, 78 mostly sunny Thursday. Good Thursday. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow.